Hello and welcome to the corner. I'm the Frosted Glass, and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. Uh, is not here yet, so Moonshock.
Yes, thank you. And oh, hi, Mark. How's your sex life?
Pterodontitis.
I think this stream is just all of us going to be competing to be Johnny's best friend.
And this week's special guest, the Hate Camel.
Hello, hello.
Wait, why do you hate camels? What have they ever done to you?
I have my reasons.
Is it the humps that they have on you?
His mom
They
was
got
in a
more humps
porn
than
with one.
So before you became the hate camel, you were the happy camel.
Yes. Jack Gunsky is under the weather tonight, so nice timing. And filling in for him will be Johnny Hill Cat.
Just in time.
Say something, you bastard.
So we're not all Alabaster Savages tonight, but we are all savages.
Correct.
Nah, well, weren't we? We were talking to them before. We've got two gingers, two savages, and Terry.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Two gingers, two savages, and the Greek.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And Sargon and V's bastard child. So I know what all of you out there tuned in for this week, and that is the thrilling conclusion to the Bergen County Cat Congress.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're gonna make me open up Discord again? Damn you!
That's right. We did part 1 last week of the Bergen County Cat Congress discussing abortion.
Link,
And what a great conversation it was.
link, please.
See, I was smart. I kept the link from last week.
I still have it. It's just where the frick is it again? Oh, good. You put that link in there. You're so nice.
And I'll have to send it to Johnny and Camel.
Okay, where did we leave off? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I have to remember who I was. Are you going to have new assignments again?
I think he's going to have to reassign the roles because I think the characters I was given, their speaking is finished. They're not in this anymore.
Yeah, I'll give you your roles.
See, Terry's a true actor. He was committed enough to learn his lines and knows that his characters are no longer in the script.
I can't wait. It's so cheerful.
So let's see.
This is a play about cat abortion.
No,
That's
it's
talking about abortion in
Yeah.
humans.
yeah. Don't be silly, Johnny. Come on.
I think I did Callie, Chloe, and somebody else. I can't remember.
All right. Well, let's see. This week, Moon, you can be Pixie, Jezebel, and Gianna. Let's see. Terry.
I'm all women. Thank you. That's nice to know.
Terry, you can be Buddy, Tucker, and Ramona.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's see. Johnny, you can be Olivia, Chloe, and Bob. All right.
Good friend Bab.
Bad.
All right, and there are fewer parts this week, so me and Camel only get 2 each.
Gianni.
Camel, you can be Mimi
Ooh,
and Thor.
Thor. Why is it that all of mine are females and everybody else has got some sense of maleness in them?
You know why.
Shut
I'm sure you've had maleness in you before.
Oh, you.
All right, and I will be me, which I believe is the owner of the cats, and Winifred.
Uh-huh.
So, were we starting from the top here? Because I
No.
admit I may have May have skipped out halfway through the last time you guys did this.
I missed this altogether, hence me asking about cat abortion.
Well, we're starting about halfway through where it starts with me saying guys, guys, guys.
Oh,
Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
The Dave Rubin cat. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to find it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, so guys.
Yep.
We're on abortion today.
Does everybody have their places?
I am ready.
Quiet on the set.
Yes, I'll ever be.
Yeah, all right. And if anyone wants to interrupt with comments or anything, feel free.
You know, damn
Rolling
well.
sound. Going live in 3, 2.
Okay.
What?
Guys.
Moon's got some comments.
Oh.
So Moon's got some comments.
No, I don't. That's
Guys, we're on abortion today. I think we should try to stay on topic. And also, let's try to give each other a chance to speak once they have the floor. We need to let these talking points breathe a little bit.
I might suggest maybe we should have tried an easier topic first.
Here, this is a very weighty topic. I think we should have gotten our feet wet with something a little more focused and easy to process.
Okay, I'm a love you, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot my rules. Honestly, I'd like you two creatures out of my house. 20 cats is bad enough, but a rabbit and a dog, disgusting. But they tell me I have to be nice, but I agree with the rabbit.
Olivia, you're being rude and unappreciative. It's a great honor to be housing the BCCC, and on behalf of those of us zooming in, I'd like to welcome the non-feline members. As for abortion, the government needs to stay out of our bodies. This is between a pregnant person and their doctor. And miss me with the sarcasm about pregnant people. It's pregnant people. Anyone can get pregnant if they have the right body parts for it.
Chloe.
Was that me again?
Did you not write down the parts that you're playing, slacker?
Oh, fuck no. Spare me. If they have the right parts for pregnancy, we call those women. And you vile Republican boy... What the fuck? You vile Republican boy cats. You Thors and Alfredos with your ridiculous names. Don't amen me. You're just as bad. Women have had... God damn it. And I thought my tortures were bad. Women have had the right to decide what happens with their own bodies. Women fought for decades, centuries even, to get equal rights. And we're not even all the way through there. And the Supreme Court starts taking rights back that we've already fought for and won.
Fought for in one? What?
Yeah,
it says fought for in one.
Chloe's a cat. She can't have great English, you know.
Ouch.
It's a shame how women in some parts of this country will be less than equal than others. That's not the American way.
Our old lady never talks about you, you know. She doesn't even miss you. She's completely forgotten you, in fact.
You're a goddamn liar. And a sorry one at that. I look in on the old lady all the time, and she still has pictures of me and Pixie.
What?
She even kept my old kitty bowl and stores it in her room. She can't even tolerate. She's even called you Chloe on accident, you 2-bit sorry replacement.
She thinks I'm adorable. I eat food with my hands.
Who cares? So do humans, and they aren't interesting at all.
Okay, chill out. Grandma loves you both very much.
Nobody asked you. I still remember you running around chasing me, trying to pick me up with your filthy child hands.
I just wanted to pick you up and pet you. I like cats.
Well, cats don't really like you back. Get that through your head.
I loved him dearly.
Aww.
You're all missing how the media has blinded you to the real issues here. They're trying to radically remake this country top to bottom. Big corporations paying women to have abortions. Oh, how heroic of them. But wait a minute. Why wouldn't they want their female employees to abort their babies so they can dedicate themselves full time to being corporate drones? It's the American dream. Ha 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 ha. We all know they are trying to radically remake the electorate of this country. We'll bust millions of Mexicans over the border and get them on welfare and let them vote in our cities and put them in our schools. But yes, let's definitely abort all the actual American babies. Can't you see what's happening here? Answer the question.
Bob.
Oh, shit. I meant. Just a tip, sweetheart. You're overusing easy for you to say.
Wrong.
What?
You're in the wrong
Am I in the wrong
place.
one? Oh, god damn it.
I thought
yeah.
Terry was Bob.
Honestly.
No,
is where
I
you're
was
starting.
Bob. Yeah. Honestly, you're all too way. Oh fucking hell! I told you I fucking hate reading.
Your
Honestly,
career as a stage actor will never succeed.
well, as long as I'm reading from the book, yeah.
I mean, as long as he's not reading cue cards, Johnny could probably,
Honestly, you're all way too hot in this issue. Who cares? Everything's gonna be fine. You all need to calm down. The people of Kansas made that pretty clear.
Easy for you to say as a man who can't get pregnant and won't have to deal with this.
Wait, I thought we could get pregnant now.
Kansas may have kept their right to abortion for now, but more than 20 states have already banned it. The people had no say in that.
The people elected the people who made those laws. If they don't like it, they can vote in new people who can change the laws back.
That's easy for you to say, but not so easy for people in gerrymandered districts who have no voice in who represents them.
Oh, don't come at me with your math. If enough people are pissed off, no gerrymandering or some dragon-shaped district or whatever is going to stop them from getting what they want.
Easy for you to say. You haven't had to deal with institutional systems of oppression that serve to work against the core interests of BIPOC, Latinx, trans, and non-binary LGBTQIAAP++,
Jesus Christ.
neurodivergent, differently abled, or other oppressed groups.
Just a tip, sweetheart. You're overusing easy for you to say.
Hmm.
Find a new catchphrase. And also, thanks for coming at me with the alphabet soup of fake oppressed groups. I have gay friends, and let me tell you, they live it up. They don't look very oppressed to me.
That's because cisgendered white gay men are basically in the oppressor class by now.
You'll excuse my sister. She's a big-time homophobe here. Apparently, she never heard about AIDS.
No one asked you. Why are you even joining in this Congress? You have nothing interesting to say.
I have more interesting things to say than you do. You just parrot what you hear from your radical squad Twitter heroes. At least I have my own thoughts. I think we all need to realize that if we're going to do this Bergen County Congress of Cats,
Bergen County Cat Congress, actually.
then we need to be respectful and let other people share. Don't call people sweethearts or broads, or just flippantly call Christians fascists, or tell them you don't want them in your apartment. We need to cooperate and do this in the spirit of unity, or this project is doomed from the start.
Well said, Jezebel. You were always one of my sweetest cats, and I miss you every day. I think there's a consensus that we should plan for a more focused meeting the next time, to give us a chance to really deep dive into an issue instead of tackling such a broad stroke topic on our first go. So why don't we do that?
Yeah, I think we're just about done here, and everyone else can leave. Blacks first. I meant dogs first. Dogs first. My bad.
Nice bit of improv.
Women and men. What is it? Men and children first.
Well, there we have it. The thrilling conclusion.
Thank you.
I always enjoy reading firsthand accounts of schizophrenia.
Yeah,
I just like how pointless the whole thing was. Like, they didn't make a single conclusion. There's just, here's some talking points I've heard from both sides. Let's pretend my cat said them.
It's just a woman. It's just a woman talking to her cats, both alive and dead, by the way, because some of them are ghost cats. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Well, technically, 18 cats, 1 dog, and 1 rabbit.
Oh, okay.
If you ever make me do this again,
I am definitely tweeting out because it's letting me. I
oh,
highlighted to keep spotting where I was going to be, and it actually let me tweet it out. So I'm going to do that.
dear Rapun.
I'm just gonna follow it.
Sweetheart.
I'm just gonna follow this person in case they write again,
Uh,
because I would love to do this again.
you're
Anyway, with the end of our first article comes the first game.
fine. The best game.
That game is Sadlib's Double Prompt Edition,
DP.
where I take 4 headlines from Medium, pick out 2 words, and you guys fill them in Madlib style, and then the chat votes on which one is best. So, Johnny, I need an adjective.
Stank.
That'd be a noun.
No, stank.
Stank?
It's a,
Thanky, maybe.
It's an
I
adjective.
don't know.
Stanky.
sure.
Moon, I need an adjective.
How about colorful?
Okay.
It's like that, which means this one's going to be dumb on mine. So.
All right, Terry, I need a person.
Can I put the entire Bergen County Cat Congress as my answer?
That's people.
That's not a person technically, so no.
Okay. Well, I'll just go Tucker Carlson then.
All right, Camel, I need an organization.
How about the Bergen County Cat Congress?
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
suggestion, Camel. All right, and let's see. Moon, I need a transitive verb.
Oh. How about fuck?
Terry, I need a verb.
I'll just go with screw.
All right, Camel, I need a living thing plural. Yeah.
I knew someone was going to.
He stole my thunder. I was going to do it since I'm the king of the jacks tonight, but never mind. Living thing plural. Come back to me.
All right. Johnny, I need a transitive verb ending in ing.
In True Jack faction, he wants you to come back to him.
Well, there's no one to go back to now.
I can't come back to both of you.
Well, no, I meant him. I meant Camel. Like,
Oh, okay.
let's see here. Robbing.
Felching. God. Even one says felching.
I'm kind of proud that Moon knows what felching is.
Shut up.
All right, so Camel.
Negroes.
There you go.
Ooh, Tucker Carlson and his Negroes.
All right. Johnny's is. Why do stanky people expect black people to fuck them? And Moon's. Why telling colorful people to just screw harder is racist? And Terry's. Tucker Carlson is danger to queer Negroes.
That's not that far off.
And Camel's. I joined the Bergen County Cat Congress to practice robbing niggers.
Wow. Hmm.
Well, I'll have to make a poll in the chat or which one is best.
Hmm.
So that's spelled Camel. Is how you spell that when you're voting?
You know what would have been perfect instead of the Bergen County Council? Like if I joined the NAACP to practice.
Yeah, but that would have
See, that-
required no knowledge of the headline to work.
My first choice before stealing Terry's answer was Nambla.
Oh.
Camel's in the lead. Johnny in second.
Mine seems too tame. The first one is the same thing.
I mean, Terry sounds like something that I could have easily read before on any number of websites.
Yeah, exactly. Mine's too normal.
Camel still 75%.
Apparently, there's a 1% margin of error there too.
I think I'll close it there.
I would just like to congratulate the Bergen County Cat Congress for their win.
Hey, we're tied for last, Terry.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So, our second article. I know that the title is spelled differently, but I've read the article and I know what they mean.
Please tell me it's not that person, that woman that fucking
Speaks
mental
gibberish.
speaks gibberish. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
All right. So our second article. Nigger.
Who is it? Ooh, what?
Yep, that's the name. So they only use one G.
Nice. Oh. Okay, so G major. Who the fuck?
It's a G major production.
The label of persons who are considered subhuman. This word is used to describe a people as second-class citizens. The United States has never existed without it.
I'm pretty sure we've existed quite a while without Niger.
Okay, you're not going to get a picture of this person because there's no
They're
way
black.
I'll be able to. Well, exactly, but
No, potato, they're talking about the word, so they're not. They don't mean the country in this case, although they do refer to the country at times. All right. Nigger is one of the most contentious words in the English language. It stops people in their tracks, waiting for the reaction.
All right, you stop. No, sorry. You can't sit here and lecture me about a word you can't even fucking spell. All right.
I don't know why, but it is spelled multiple different ways throughout the article.
okay, so I'm going to, since we don't have a picture of this person or this author, I'm going to put a picture in the chat that everybody will appreciate. There you go. Enjoy.
A chick with big titties.
Mhm.
Oh, nah.
Ah!
Originally, a Latin translation simply to mean black. The
I'm sure you guys all heard her say, I
Yeah.
fucking hate
Oh,
you.
the dawn of America would see it become Nigar. It sounds
Okay,
like
I feel like
sounds
I'm
like a
reading
Conan
that episode of the
character.
Boondocks.
Nigar.
used to describe some of the first slave shipments that brought African geniuses from many African countries through the Niger River. Geniuses is in bold.
Yes.
With With slavery, the word was contorted more to mean black porch monkey, 3/5 of a human, subspecies, and a general inferior creation. How
Wait,
ironic.
if they're subhuman, they probably don't even want to destigmatize pedophilia.
That's true.
Can I put another picture in the chat?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
We are the teachers, the ones who taught civilization. The fact
As long
is,
as it wasn't, as long as you weren't teaching them English.
Or spelling, for that matter.
the fact is, white people descended from Greece and Rome and stole everything they knew from Egypt, like slavery. Philosophy originated in Egypt. Science originated in Egypt. Letters originated in Egypt.
Holy shit.
Egypt is the origin of Christianity. Mathematics originated in Egypt. Theology originated in Egypt.
No, I think they have a point because my grandparents originated in Egypt. Everything comes from Egypt.
I'm
If
sorry, I'm trying to
philosophy
decide whether or
originated
not
in
I want
Egypt,
to.
why is it using a Greek word to describe it?
Okay. Over time, it has been used in all types of propaganda, nursery rhymes, and clothing. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We all know the song. The original version was catch a nigger by the toe.
No, that's Niger.
No,
Yeah,
but that is true.
there's a new
Just like-
picture in chat. This you guys will definitely you'll like this one.
Just like the Agatha Christie story used to be 10 Little Niggers, and then they had to rename it to 10 Little Indians, and that was offensive, so they had to change it to 10 Little Soldiers. Then that was offensive, then they changed it to, and then there were none.
It would have been great if it was it started out as 10 Little Niggers, so they changed it to 10 Little Indians, but that was offensive, so they changed it back to 10 Little Niggers.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
But that new chat, or there's a new picture in chat. So
Yeah. Back in slavery days, they would beat and kill the strongest black man on the plantation. And apparently black man on the plantation is a title because it's all capitalized. They would do so in front of his family and every other slaves on the plantation. After he'd been beaten, they would tie 2 ropes, one to each of his legs, and those ropes were tied to 2 horses. They would then proceed to beat the horses, making them run in opposite directions. Eventually, the horses would rip his legs from his body. The logo on Levi jeans shows how this process went.
I,
I suspect that's not true.
I've never looked at the logo of Levi's jeans before, but
yeah, the logo of Levi's jeans shows 2 horses trying to pull apart a pair of Levi's jeans. And it turns out Snopes said that slave thing wasn't true.
I'm a little skeptical of
Even
this whole
Snopes.
paragraph because it doesn't seem like, I don't know, economically smart to kill the strongest piece of farming equipment on your land.
Yeah. Even Snopes said it wasn't true, and it was just a way of them advertising that their jeans were really strong, and wouldn't rip
Even
apart easily.
Snopes is telling you you're full of shit, then wow, are you full of shit?
Yeah. That would be a pretty bold move on Levi's part if it was true.
Yeah, shit.
The term was in white movies casually tossed around as a way of life. The Jeffersons is where I first heard it on television in awe, waiting to see the reaction of the white man. In the 80s, white people started saying it less publicly, while black people started saying it more publicly. This is when we began
Does that mean we're all black? Because we say it a fair bit.
Yeah. I've never been on the Jeffersons. I used to watch it. This is when we began to take it over, not necessarily knowing what it meant. We used it to...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, black people don't know what it means.
I call shenanigans, sir.
The NAACP tried to have a funeral for the word in an attempt to put it to rest.
NAACP, I'm given to believe, stands for niggers are all child predators. That
I thought the CP stood for causing problems.
oh well, maybe it's that.
I don't know. We'll have to wait for an article from Snopes to see if it's true. But that gave it more gravity. And them rap groups like NWA and Snoop Dogg came along and used it as a movement to shine light on things like police brutality and inner city conditions. Nigga's wit attitude made music that had people, black and white, coming together while thinking. It was genius and it paid off. Most inner city cultures embraced it and made it our own. It made us feel good. We also had the late, great, legendary Richard Pryor, who told funny stories about true, horrific events. He talked about the police
lighting
choke.
himself on fire.
Yeah. It's something that all black people experience. He talked about the police chokehold and how they don't kill cars, they kill niggers.
No, that's Nygar.
Nygars. They kill Nygars. Which I think is a species from Star Trek or something.
Might be.
And then came the great Chris Rock. He kept it going, moving the needle, also filling stadiums with the majority of white people. So, the majority of white people? So most white people were in that stadium?
It's a big stadium.
Yeah. The GOAT. And then came the love child of them all, Dave Chappelle. He changed the game. He is the Michael Jordan of comedy. We took at them as comedians. But
You look at them.
Look at them.
We look at them as comedians. But these are our truth leaders. They are our true preachers. Unlike those who stand in the pulpit knowing it's a shame show. Those raw comedians I speak of are truly preaching the gospel. Dave Chappelle is the master of making people feel uncomfortable at a comedy show. If there's
Especially if they're fat and have dyed hair.
Also, like, no, he just makes people laugh. Like, they don't feel uncomfortable. If there's an envelope to push, there isn't anymore. Nigger has been given several new meanings. It is used as a term of endearment, and it is used to further the movement. It is used for causing white people discomfort. We have made it to where white people can no longer use it, at least not in public.
No, but it's also used for asking to borrow a French fry.
This has got to be Terry's favorite article ever.
Terry, how you gonna borrow a French fry? You gonna give it back?
It was slaves that they thought they were bringing to America. What they brought are the cores of the creators and innovators, doctors, and the creators of the gods and goddess. We are the smartest people on the planet, specifically the black female, in addition to the black males that create and innovate.
Oh,
Doesn't matter if we can't
double
spell it.
X'd it out.
Hey, Terry. Where would we be in this world if we didn't have peanut butter? All right.
Eating jam sandwiches, I suppose.
Yeah. Which would be
Eating
disgusting.
marmalade sandwiches like the fucking British. I don't think so, sir.
The way the niggers from Africa are viewed by the Europeans
God damn it.
is the same way some Americans view us here today, as uneducated second-class citizens that should not have rights. Not only do they believe we should not have rights, but they also believe we should not know who we really are as people and what we've contributed to this country. Many of them are destroying their own family by this conviction. They are lying to their own kids about their history. We have always taken care of them, most times before our own. They are lying to them about where they are from, the beginning of their existence, and how they are a mutation from the original people that were black. I wrote an article published on the platform titled "White People, You Are Failing Your Kids and Our Country." That explains how they spend more time being afraid and hating black people than loving their own family, acting as though they just left the Caucasus Mountains.
Those damn Cubians.
Yeah. White people are failing their kids and our country by making concerted effort to maintain supremacy, by attempting to bury the truth with violence. But all that is changing. We have always been the majority, and we are slowly continuing to figure that out. Africans and African Americans are coming together. We are being invited to come back home to Africa. America is burning, and European Americans are burning it.
I don't think so.
All right, the Niger River. This time it is. This time it is Niger. Is the third largest river in Africa, and it was used for irrigation and the transportation of slaves by the Europeans. The population in 2021 was 24.96 million. By
Wait, the population of the river.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of. That's a lot of
There's a
people in the
lot of
river.
subaquatic Africans. Are they like Gungans or something? Let's see. By 2022, it was 25.8 million. It is believed that on average, the women there have 7 children. I believe slavery legally ended around 2006. We all know how legally ending slavery went. It gets a new name.
I'm sorry. You believe it ended around two? Google's a thing. You couldn't have like just done a quick search before you type this shit out?
No, that's white supremacy.
Yeah. It gets a new name, and there are laws created to cause an illusion of freedom. The women are now called servants, but there's still no education. So they mentally remain enslaved, as do many black Americans today practicing their European religion and whitewashed education.
Why are they black Americans here but niggers everywhere else? Like, this article needs to pick a term.
Well, yeah, you don't hear them calling like the blacks in China like African Chinese. Like what?
So they're Chinese niggas.
Or do they call them African Australians?
Or chiggers for short.
Well, I think rice nigger is the correct term for a Chinese person.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is the updated version. Niger sits north of Nigeria. It is bigger than
I believe
Nigeria.
that's actually pronounced niggeria.
Sits north of Nigeria. It is bigger
Why are
than.
you gonna go eat the niggeria?
Is that where you go to buy your niggers? That makes sense now.
It is bigger than Nigeria by 1.4 times, 37%.
Nigeria.
Yeah, no, but think about it. It makes sense. You buy pizza from a pizzeria. You buy niggers from a niggeria. I think he's hit upon something genius here.
Do they deliver?
I hope so.
I mean, if you order through the East India Company, yes.
While the population is 214 million less. Niger has the world's highest fertility rate at 39%, a level never yet reached in history. Niger,
It's never been reached, but it's currently at that.
yes.
So someone can look at that high rate and be like, "Hey, look at all these niggas."
Niger has 11 official languages, and Hausa is the most spoken.
Oh my god.
Nigeria and Niger are 2 separate countries on the continent. The names are similar, but Nigeria is a coastal country and Niger is landlocked. A landlocked country is a country that does not have territory connected to an ocean. Yeah, we know what landlocked means.
Well, hold on. Let them roll with it. This is the first thing they've got right the entire fucking article.
It does not have territory connected to an ocean or whose coastlines lie on endorheic basins.
Okay, they lost me there.
All right, I'll assume that's a word. Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world, Burundi being the poorest. Around 63% of its population are considered poor with a life expectancy of 55 years because of resources and very little education. I thought they were geniuses.
I just looked it up. Endorheic, or however you pronounce it, of or relating to a drainage basin that has no outlet, such as the Great Basin or the Jordan River Valley. So that's what that word means.
All right.
Oh.
It is one of the most heavily indebted countries. The purpose of this piece is to shine light on the history of a word that does something to everyone to the core. I don't believe the word should die. I believe we should use it more for several reasons.
I do too.
Yeah.
I agree with this person.
Yeah, I like this author. Yeah. Why should we be uncomfortable using it? We didn't give it its derogatory meaning. It's shining light on the cancer, those that did. These are our niggers from Africa. These are our people, and they are one of the poorest countries in the world and the most illiterate.
Oh my
I
head.
thought they were geniuses, though.
Yes, they're illiterate geniuses. We are bringing.
Idiot savants, they are.
Yeah, they're like Rain Man, you know.
Now, I really hope we get NGZN as a room code on Quippers again.
We are bringing Ukrainians to America by the thousands. Why can't we bring our nigger family here and go there and give them an education? Why can't we build schools and hospitals? So since we are going to use the word nigger, I believe we should understand it from its roots. Get your nigger apparel. Support the movement.
I haven't
I
bought
do.
FUBU in years, all right? I don't know if I'm going back.
I have put together a brand to further the movement. The brand is for shining a light on our family. They are not for everyone. We are the niggers. We are the Egyptians.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
We
I was
We
just
are
thinking of-
Venom.
I was just thinking of that movie, We Are the Millers.
we are Devo. We are Africa rooted. If we did not
This is where-
exist, the world would not exist.
This is that nigger family sketch from Chappelle Show.
Yeah. Oh, all this racism is killing me inside. At gmajorproduct.com, you are not just purchasing apparel, you are investing into something much larger. I am
My
promoting
bank account.
Can we go to the website? Can we go to this website and see
I-
their products?
I am promoting Black history and Black unity. Imagine the next generation starting their education with the truth.
Ebony Williams says you got to Streamlabs Frosted. You're gonna need it.
Being made product. Okay, let's have a look.
All right.
So all this about, you know, our people, our proud people and all that stuff, and it just comes down to buy my book.
Again, like I said, FUBU, fuck you, buy us.
Okay, I'm looking at the G Major production, and
Why do they? Is that an Indian flag on that hat?
No, it's a Niger flag.
that's not how it's pronounced, Johnny.
No,
Well, the door's open and my kids are here, so I kind of have to,
no,
I have to
when
pull
you're
my
talking about
punches a little bit.
when you're talking about the country,
They're gonna go
it's
outside
not.
and go like, I learned a new word last night.
When you talk about the country, it's Niger. When you're talking about the families you want to bring over, you're bringing your nigger family.
Frosted.
I'm reading the article. None of this is me. Okay. So, with the end of the second article comes the second
Dear
game,
Sweet baby Jesus.
and that is the caption contest. This is the one where I'll show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it. And whichever one we like best, I'll tweet out after the show.
And despite the most recent article, there are certain words that he can't say on Twitter, so
Yeah.
probably don't suggest them in captions.
I'll be
So,
right back.
This is a random one I found on Twitter of just a really buff, shirtless guy at the gates of Buckingham Palace. I have no idea what he's doing there, but I just think it's a funny photo.
And he's got a weight in his hand.
He's got a weight in each hand. He's doing curls and and everything too. I saw that video earlier today.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what he was saying in the video.
I think it was something like, "Do you even lift, bro?"
That's funny. I figured it had something to do with the queen dying or something. I don't know.
I think it looks like that. Let me in.
Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
All right. So the British insurrection. How about a license for these guns?
Okay, that's good.
I lift for Her Majesty only. I've come to challenge for the throne. Although it's the wrong spelling of throne.
Yeah. That actually confused me for a second. I didn't know what he was trying to say. And then I was like, oh, no, okay, I'm with you.
It would be great if just the King of England was decided by like a arm wrestling contest or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, this is over the top British edition, right? He's even got the hat backwards already, man. He's ready to go.
1776, bitch. I'm the Beastmaster. I'm here for my corgis.
I like that.
Is this the line for wrestling? By the way, we only have 12 likes and 27 views, so.
Well, 13 on my screen, so someone extra has liked it.
Someone's lying.
Mhm.
Walanda forever? All right, Hoko, I think you need to check your spelling more.
Yeah.
Your second time.
Do you smell toast, Hoko? Is everything okay?
Wakanda forever.
Mhm. And Camel, he can't be having a stroke. We specifically didn't have both jacks on to avoid jacking off.
Rough time of football.
Is that a caption or an explanation for the spelling? I'm not
I'm
sure.
guessing it's an explanation.
He's trying to tell us he got a TBI playing the footy.
She was a wonderful lover. Buzzsaw is ready. I believe it was Bonesaw Grizilla, actually. You're making the Spider-Man reference. Yeah, bro, I'd like to weigh in on this. Alright. I think I'll cut it off there, so which one do you guys think is best?
I'm still going the license for the guns.
I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Evolved. I'd live for Her Majesty only.
I like Will's. I'm the Beastmaster. I'm here for my corgis.
That's another good one. That's my second pick.
Unfortunately, since I'm on stream tonight, I couldn't proffer any suggestions.
Yeah, because we know how the rules work.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny is prohibited, so he can't.
I mean, technically you're prohibited, not me. They don't say anything in the rules about me not participating. So
I'm only prohibited when I'm taking the place of Jack Gunsky. Otherwise, fuck it, I'm playing.
But Johnny's very busy. He's not only got to be himself, he's got to be Will at Forge, and now he's got to be Jack Gunsky too.
All right, there. Now, Hey Camel's prohibited too.
That's going to get to be very long. That list of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a scroll at the bottom of the screen, CNN style.
It's gonna have to wrap around.
Uh,
He'll have a.
Johnny, did you pick one?
I'll go with the Wills. Here for the corgis.
Will's gonna win.
He's voting for himself. Is that allowed?
I mean,
Yeah.
he is being Jack, so it's Understandable, he would try and rig
he's
his
like-
favor.
He's off wheel duty. He's on Jack duty.
Yeah, he's
Okay, I'll-
He's three people tonight. All right. Well, it looks like Wolf Forge is the winner this week.
Go Will.
Just that down.
Now, if I were going to make a caption, I would have said something like, how would I say it? I was charged with gross offense. I demand trial by combat.
Ah, there you go.
Or just a simple, we seek the grail.
You got a license?
A license.
That was the one I voted for, the license.
I do like the bone saw is ready reference. All right.
I like
now-
the license for the guns because that's a joke that was in Kung Fury. Like the
Enter the fist.
no, not that Kung Fury. It's a
Oh,
like
yeah,
Swedish
the-
movie that's like
Yeah.
a parody of 80s action movies.
The one where he fights Hitler, who is known
Yes.
by Kung Fuhrer.
That's the one. It is an awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll put a link in on Twitter when Frosted posts the winning caption. I'll reply with a link to Kung
Yeah,
Fury.
it's basically just a tribute to over-the-top 80s movies. And
Yeah,
I think about
and it's got a soundtrack by David Hasselhoff.
Oh God.
also also
It's going on the list.
also he time travels by riding a keyboard like it's a skateboard.
That he does.
All right. So anyway, time for our next article, and it's time we take a certain myth that we all know isn't true and put it to rest.
Black don't crack.
Let's put the myth of the liberal media to rest.
Karl Marx
About
Jr.
time.
I will not be able to look this person up again, so I'll find another random picture for you guys.
I'm
I
not falling
think-
for that again.
I think Ross is doing it on purpose. He's picking writers that you can't find photos of just to annoy you.
Where was the liberal media when Biden desperately warned about the dangers that MAGA Republicans pose to our democracy?
Hanging off his wrinkly old nuts, that's where.
Let's see. Trump flushes top secret documents down the toilet. Airtime. Airtime? What? Okay, Trump flushes top secret documents down the toilet. Airtime. Trump spends more than half of his day watching Fox News and looking for headlines about himself, aka executive time. Newsworthy. Trump skips a World War I ceremony because he didn't want to get his hair wet. Entire news segment. Trump.
Did that happen?
I think so. Well, I don't know if it was I don't know if the getting his hair wet part was right. That might have been their spin, but Trump
I
used,
hope it's true because that is hilarious.
Okay, there you go. There's a picture for you guys.
Trump used campaign finances to pay a porn star to stay silent about the affair he had while his youngest child was still in diapers. Round-the-clock coverage. Biden warns the American people that our democracy is at stake in the midterm elections. Let's play reruns. The decision made by
That sounds like they're agreeing that the media is biased towards the liberals.
No, they're disproving it. The decision made by the big three broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, and NBC, to air reruns instead of televising Biden's primetime speech should put an end to the idea of the liberal media. Last-
How?
Well, you'll have to listen to the article, Terry.
But I'm impatient. I've got to fill in for Jack because
Yeah. Yeah, you're pulling a Jack tonight.
What, can nobody appreciate the picture there I linked?
I haven't seen it.
Fool me
You
once.
didn't post it.
Yeah,
It's in chat.
I don't see it.
Nope. I think it might have got censored.
Seriously? Wow.
I can't see it. Evolved is asking what picture you're talking about.
Okay, I'll have to. I'll hold on a second.
It's
I'll-
bad when YouTube's like, yeah, not this time.
Can we only see it if we believe?
Son says it was too ugly to post.
I can believe that.
Stop it.
Last week, all 3 broadcasters reviewed the speech transcript before taking a hard pass. Their reasoning: they didn't want to get too political.
Every time I see that, I just see the Jeremy Hambley meme of like white kid and then black kid. You made it political.
The liberal media would rather make a quick buck from their advertising sponsors, televising Law and Order or game shows, instead of warning the public that the oldest surviving democracy backsliding at an alarming rate.
So
You
to
mean like
me,
they've
that
done every day since January 6th, 2021?
no, but to me, that's actually supporting the liberal media idea because they don't want people seeing the gibberish that Joe Biden is spouting. So it's like, oh no. Let's just not cover that. Have you seen this episode of All in the Family?
No, this is all because they hate Biden, Terry.
Oh, my mistake.
Let's not forget who created the illusion of Donald J. Trump as a shrewd businessman. When NBC approached Trump about The Apprentice, he had already declared bankruptcy 4 times throughout the 90s. The show effectively revived his career and made him over $400 million during its 15 seasons. The same liberal media, which apparently does all the Democrats' bidding, gave Trump a primetime show.
Yeah, before he was president.
Okay, I gotta ask because I didn't pay that close attention in the '90s because I was a kid and I had kid shit to do. But did Trump declare bankruptcy himself, or did Trump Ventures declare bankruptcy in the '90s?
I don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure it's the latter.
Because I mean, a business declaring bankruptcy is one thing. I mean, how would you be able to declare bankruptcy personally 4 times? It takes what, like 7 years or whatever, 10 years to knock that shit off your record.
Well, he is more than 28 years old, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but there's only 10 years in the '90s, is what I'm saying.
Now he was poor in the 90s.
No, I figured it out. He used the time travel from Kung Fury. That's how he did it.
That's right.
Confiscate his keyboard immediately.
The show, let's see. The same liberal media, which apparently does all the Democrats' bidding, gave Trump a primetime show. They did this even though the Department of Justice sued him and his father several times in the 70s for discriminating against people of color in their buildings.
Yeah, but they didn't hate him back then. That's not an argument in favor of anything.
Yeah, he's never been a far-right figure, despite what they say.
No.
NBC knew he was a bombastic, racist whack job, but looked at him and saw dollar signs. They even
He
continued.
was so racist. He was hanging out with Jesse Jackson, y'all.
Yeah. Oh well. Say no more.
Which I mean, that probably does help the person's case. Actually, never mind.
Are you trying to use the black friend excuse, Camel?
No.
NBC. Let's see. They even continued airing his show, despite the fact that he was the biggest proponent of the disgustingly racist birtherism movement. The one that Hillary started.
I was about to say.
The same liberal media chose to ignore the current president's warnings regarding our fractured democracy.
There, I put in a funny picture.
I don't believe you.
During his speech, Biden rightfully challenged Republican leadership, saying, Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Not every Republican... Yeah. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans, are MAGA Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. Finally, an American president is taking on the far-right extremism, which has been spiraling out of control since at least Newt Gingrich rose to power in the 90s. But at this point, there is no point in addressing the MAGA Republican crowd, since they've already swallowed the whole party.
I like how in England, Republican means something very different to what it means in America. And because I've been watching the Lotus Eaters talk about the Queen's death, it's like I've got to switch between the two meanings.
Nobody liked my picture, apparently.
No, I saw it. It was there's a spider, now it's gone or something.
There are virtually no moderate Republicans left, and if there are, they are too cowardly to speak out against their party leader. Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger both destroyed their chances of winning another primary simply for telling the truth about the 2020 presidential election.
Yeah, that's what did it.
Yeah. They're heroes. That's the only That's the only difference, though. Cheney and Kinzinger still agree with Trump over virtually every other policy issue, and are just as conservative as their colleagues are. But embracing Trumpism has become a litmus test for winning a Republican primary election. Mainstream conservatives, not endorsed by the former president, are few and far between. Not to mention this small faction is quickly diminishing. Over 90% of Trump-endorsed candidates won their primaries in the 2022 cycle so far, which is
How many of them had Democratic funding?
That's completely irrelevant, Camel. About being racist.
I mean,
Which is astounding considering his one-term presidency was a calamitous nightmare.
oh
Or-
yeah, man. Those gas prices are just horrible under Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Biden has reduced them so much. More than half of Republican voters expect to see a civil war within the next decade. This is what MAGA Republicans are embracing, a future of violence and political extremism. They no longer believe in compromise. They only want power, at whatever cost.
Or maybe they're just tired of bending over and taking it. I mean, holy shit. If they think there's a civil war coming, it's because you fuckers are overreaching like mad.
Maybe they just pulled Tim Pool. I don't know. If anything, Biden's rebuke of MAGA Republicans didn't go far enough. He's holding back because he doesn't want to alienate any Americans, is attempting to be a unifier.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it says right there.
unifying you all over there, and you guys can face the wall.
What part of calling half the country domestic terrorists isn't unifying?
Yeah.
I mean, what part of standing in front of Independence Hall, making it look like the backdrop of the galactic fucking empire, was unifying?
All of it.
Yeah. Unify through fear.
Now,
Listen.
I've been told reliably that Democrats do not fearmonger.
Well, that's a lie.
Man, it's
The
not
lie detector
fear-mongering.
determined that was a lie.
It's not fear mongering. It's just using fear as a tool.
Yeah.
Now, in
Cool.
playing devil's advocate here, that picture that was cropped out because it had the blue sides on the over there was cropped by a conservative. From my understanding, it was cropped out. But I mean,
They still have to realize how it looks.
So,
Yeah.
like CNN was letting a conservative run their feed? Really?
Naturally.
This is understandable. All past presidents have attempted to rally those who didn't vote for them. But how can Democrats possibly expect to find common ground when millions of delusional Americans don't even believe Joe Biden won the last election?
Because he didn't.
A third
Oh, wait, I'm just.
in Minecraft.
90 gajillion votes.
Yep.
Legitimate too. You know, we'll dismiss the fact that it was mathematically impossible, but okay.
A third of the country still thinks he's an illegitimate president, and a quarter of Republican voters believe in QAnon conspiracy theories.
According to who?
Exactly.
As much time as I spend online, I don't see anybody other than Democrats talking about QAnon.
The last
I don't know anybody IRL that knows anything about QAnon.
last QAnon
know?
conspiracy theory I even remember hearing about is the Pizzagate one. That was years ago.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I've ever heard QAnon mentioned after the whole Pizzagate thing was in regards to the deep state.
My only reference is that Buffalo Head guy.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. But I'm an American president, not the president of Red America or Blue America, but of all America. And I
Red
believe
America, huh?
It sounded a lot smoother when Obama said it the first time, a decade ago.
and I believe it is my duty to level with you, to tell the
He
truth,
said
no
duty.
matter how difficult, no
Duty.
matter how painful.
Duty.
It's a big duty.
Words in Biden's speech couldn't be more different than what you'd expect to hear at a typical Trump rally. The average Republican would rather their political opponents fail than succeed, as if politics has become a zero-sum game.
Yes, they would rather see their opponents fail because their opponents' politics generally suck.
No,
Yeah.
they just hate the country or something.
Mhm.
Fox News held non-stop commercial-free coverage of every single one of Trump's rallies during his time in office. Even as
So
he
did MSNBC.
Mhm.
No, they never aired it.
I used to watch MSNBC. Yes, they did.
Nah,
No,
that-
you're mistaken.
that's a lie. It's
Oh
fiction.
yeah.
The
Who am I
writer
going to trust?
invented
You
it.
or my lion eyes, right?
Exactly.
Even as he
Writer made it up.
even as he delivered fact-free diatribes, pontificating about his non-existent accomplishments, vilifying immigrants, and attacking
Illegal
Democrats,
immigrants.
Wow. This
And it-
person's using all sorts of 50-cent words.
for running crime-infested cities.
Which they are.
There are no blue cities that with crime.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, surely not. I mean, there's only like New York, LA, Chicago, Milwaukee. I could keep going.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
They're not crime-infested. They're just
Baltimore.
they're just diverse.
They're neurodivergent.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the liberal media decides to televise reruns instead of providing coverage of Biden telling the truth about one of our country's greatest threats. Our democracy is under attack from far-right extremism.
No, it's not.
It says right there, Moon.
So the biggest thing that people should be afraid of right now is absolutely the left, because they have so many fucking bad, deranged, completely fucked in the head people that are supporting their cause.
Let's run the tally. Oh, go ahead, Terry.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's run the tally of political violence since Trump, announced his candidacy, and we'll stack up the body counts left and right and see who's leading.
Just for a fair sample, none of the riots the left did actually count as political violence.
Yeah. And there were what, like 50 dead bodies on January 6th?
At least.
Yeah.
If we're counting graves in Arlington, maybe.
If the mainstream media is so liberal, then where's the left-wing equivalent of OAN, Newsmax, InfoWars, Breitbart, and Fox News?
It's called
Washington Post, New York
CNN.
Times, MSNBC, CNN.
Oh
No,
no, they're completely immune. They didn't do anything wrong.
they're all truthful and fact-based.
Yeah, we don't call them Candy Van for nothing.
There's BuzzFeed. There's
There are numerous right-wing media sources spoon-feeding conspiracy theories and propaganda daily. Broadcasters
Tell me
chose-
about the Steele dossier, please.
Oh, Pissgate. Oh my God, it was so true.
I'm still waiting for that P tape. Yeah, and also, didn't Tom Arnold say there was something? Trump saying the N word on The Apprentice. I'm still waiting for that release.
Yeah, who was it? What? Yeah, wasn't it him that said, I've got this such and such on Trump. I've got this tape I just have to find.
As
Yeah.
the
Then, of course,
previous
there was
article
a.
explained,
what is it?
nigger is something that we should be saying more often. So it's actually a good thing if Trump said it.
Yeah, Trump is
Right.
progressive, if he said it.
Progressive. Shit.
Broadcasters chose to sit out since they didn't want to interfere with Trump's possible decision to jump into the 2024 presidential race. These are not the actions of a liberal media.
Well, that's the one thing I would agree with him with. It's the actions of a corporate media.
Yeah.
If you can't trust Karl Marx Jr., who can you trust?
He makes
Literally just about anybody else.
All right.
I didn't trust Hungry Santa. I'm not going to trust his kid either.
I love that nickname for him.
I haven't heard that one.
I've seen it on Twitter a few times.
All right. Now it's time for final game of the.
This
That
the
is-
best game that isn't Super Seducer.
Or No Gender Edition, where I'll give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real. One I made up. You have to figure out which one is made up. And I'll
I
even
would
give
say
a
the one you make up is more real than the other two are.
I'll even give you a short description of each. So, let's see. Gender A. Thrift gender.
Oh God.
Xenogender related to the vibes of a thrift store.
I knew it. I fucking knew it was going to be a thrift store one.
Dollar store gender.
That sounds like some white woman shit. That's probably real.
Gender B. Lucy gender.
Oh,
Is that where you identify as being in the sky with diamonds?
Ficta gender related to the character Lucy Ricardo from I Love Lucy.
what the
Oh,
fuck is a ficta gender?
A fictional gender.
Oh, they're all fictional.
Well, related
For
to a
fuck's sake.
related to a
A work of
fictional
fiction.
character or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't believe that anybody who is on the gender wiki is old enough to have seen even a rerun of I Love Lucy. I'm not buying that one for a second.
Yeah, you go talk to some fucking millennial or whatever. It's like, hey,
Whoa,
did
whoa,
you
whoa! I'm a
ever heard of I Love
millennial. We're
Lucy?
talking younger.
Okay,
Hey.
fine. A Gen Z or whatever. They're gonna be like, the hell's that? Yeah, never exactly my point.
Johnny,
All I'm
are
gonna say
you
is
also a
if
millennial?
Lucy is the made up one, you got splaining to do.
All right. And gender C.
Depending on which calendar you follow, I'm actually a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
You're trying real hard to get away from that one, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Johnny and I are in the same category because the different places put the cutoff at different years. So I've seen some say that Gen X ended in 79, in which case Johnny and I would be millennials. Others put it at 1984, in which case we're both Gen X.
See, I've only ever seen one where it was 82. You know,
Oh,
like 82 to 2000. That's supposed to be like millennials.
if it's 82, then we're both Gen X.
All right. And gender C. Tumblr gender.
That's real.
Xenogender for people who are assumed to be faking being transgender for attention.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like something fraud. That sounds like you all the way right there.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
And
Oh,
I'll start a
you do
poll.
make a valid point, Johnny.
I'll start a poll so that the chat can get in on it. And don't forget, one of the
Yes.
options is that they're all real.
He's starting a poll.
Mhm.
It's
I'm
his duty.
going to go Lucy just because it's funny.
Yeah, I'm going with Lucy gender.
I'm gonna say thrift.
I'm telling you, man, that sounds like some white woman shit. That one sounds legit to me.
I'm gonna say they're all real.
Johnny's gonna hedge. Okay.
All in.
Oh.
Let's see. That seems to be leaning all real with the B in second.
See, Tumblr gender sounds just fake enough to be real. If that makes any sense with this nonsense.
Well, it sounds so made up that Frosted wouldn't put it in because it sounds so made up. So yeah, I think that's kind of what you're getting at.
Or would he?
Well, that's the thing. But I'm just saying the line of reasoning that Camel is pursuing seems to be it sounds so made up that there's no way Frosted would make it that obvious if he was
Yeah.
making one up.
Pretty much, yeah.
So basically, this is the iocane powder scene from Princess Bride.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't for a second believe that anybody young enough to be on the gender wiki has seen an episode of I Love Lucy. So I feel pretty safe with B.
Well, B and All Real are tied in the chat.
How can they be tied? There's 11 votes.
Well, there are a
somebody
few
went
votes
for
for
Tumblr.
C.
Okay.
All right. I'll end it there. All right, so that's 1 thrift gender, 2 all reals. No, it was 2 Lucy's, 1 thrift gender, and 1 all real.
Yes.
Okay. Answer is B's fake.
Balls.
Called it.
I suck at this game. So terrible.
But yeah, the whole Tumblr gender, that sounded so made up that it couldn't be.
I don't need your validation.
Man, I told you, thrift gender sound like some white woman shit.
I gotta see the flag for it then.
Let's see. Well, I wasn't able to find one for thrift gender, unfortunately.
Oh shit! You couldn't have made one up.
They were so cheap they wouldn't even make a flag for it.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
Lame.
But there's the one for Tumblr gender, which actually looks like it had some effort put into it.
Not bad.
Not really. It's just a T.
I really wish they would blend in the stripes instead of making them look so obvious. I mean, I know that's obviously it's a flag characteristic, but sometimes you just want to see a blend as opposed to just lines.
I
Maybe
like
you don't. Fuck off.
I like the ones where they just put like some clip art in there.
Yeah, that is true. That is also a.
Yeah, I just found it on the wiki. It can also be used as a reclaimed term, coined for those who are frequently assumed to be faking being transgender for attention.
Oh, for God's sake.
All right. And now for our final article. If Elon Musk was a woman.
What?
The world's richest woman. And poster child for narcissism.
Why?
We treat her like we treat Brittany, Kim, Angelina, Taylor, and Elizabeth.
Okay, so I assume Britney Spears, Kim Kardashian, Angelina Jolie. I don't know who Taylor and Elizabeth are.
I'm guessing Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have no idea who Elizabeth is.
A couple of days ago, I saw this tweet from the universal frat guy, the hero of the internet bros, the one god productivity bros all bend the knee to, Elon Musk. The tweet says, population collapse due to low birth rates is a much bigger risk to civilization than global warming.
Man's got a point.
He says population collapse due to low birth rates is a risk to civilization. An 8-year-old
Okay.
is smarter than this.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm so fed up with the fanboys telling me men like him are geniuses, telling me how to live my life like him, how to copy his morning routine and become a billionaire like Musk. Because if Musk was a woman, we'd see him in a different light.
Yeah, we'd see him
True.
as fuckable.
See him as fuckable.
Are you telling me with that much money you wouldn't throw it at him?
I'm straight, dude. Sorry.
Well, I mean, this would be a woman.
Oh, that's true.
And who is Elizabeth Holmes? I'm just.
Oh, Elizabeth Holmes. That's the Theranos. She's the one that tried to act like Steve Jobs and built a bunch of people out of money for a fake blood testing deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Never heard of her.
I think she
Amanda
was on
Seyfried
trial for
played-
fraud, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that actually concluded yet or not.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Elizabeth Holmes. We would
Because Elon Musk is competent.
we would see some of her businesses as scams. We would see that she's made promises she can't keep to extract more money from investors and the public. We would see that not everything...
Okay, are they describing Elon or are they describing Elizabeth right now? I'm confused.
I think the idea is that they're describing both.
We would see that not everything she touches turns to gold. We would see that her business decisions are often erratic. We would see that she isn't a genius, revolutionizing science. We would see her as someone using other people's knowledge and often overpromising for the sake of making more money.
Oh, you mean successful? Okay.
Yeah.
Instead, we call him a visionary. We think he'll save us, give us self-driving cars, and take us to Mars. We think it's
Well, I
a...
mean, he's
right.
halfway there already.
What are you going to say, Johnny?
I didn't say anything.
I just said it's a long drive because they said self-driving cars would take us to Mars.
We think it's okay if he fails, because eventually he'll be successful again. Let's just give him some more time.
What did he fail at so far?
Stuff.
And
We're
things
not
too,
on Mars
right?
yet, are we?
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, I know who that is. I have heard of Jennifer Aniston.
You mean I would really want to bang him?
I told you, like I said at the top, if Elon Musk was a woman, we see him as fuckable. That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
Jennifer
difference.
Aniston was hot as hell in Horrible Bosses.
Yeah. I mean, her and what's that? Is it Kate Upton?
I don't think I've seen her in anything since Friends.
I think
Oh,
she
no,
was
but-
the prettiest of all the Friends girls. Yes.
She was in that movie. Was it Office
Just go
Space?
with it.
No.
That was the one with her in the bikini. I was like, damn.
But,
Still got it.
No, I think the most recent thing I've seen her in was Office Space. I think she was in that, wasn't she?
Yes.
Damn.
She was.
We would say we're sorry she couldn't find happiness in the arms of her true love. We would say so many failed relationships, such a waste of life. Why can't she just settle down and be happy?
Why does this bitch have 9 kids?
We would feel sorry that she can't fulfill her life's true purpose, dedicate herself to a relationship. Instead, we think he's a success.
Almost like men and women have different societal expectations put on them. Weird that.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Angelina Jolie. We would
No.
laugh.
Wish that
Completely.
she would give us a blowjob?
We would laugh at how many kids she has. Say how sad it is that
No, pause, stop. Elon Musk kids are his. She bought hers. He actually fucked for his kids. She went around the world to just scoop them up.
This is why there's a gender pay gap. Men are willing to put in the work that women aren't.
Yeah. I can't think of anyone, like, making fun of Angelina Jolie for having a lot of kids. Especially considering she adopted some.
No, I did
No,
see a
she adopted
comedian.
all of them. She doesn't push a single kid out of that twat.
I did see a comedian. I forget which one it was, but he was saying he felt sorry for Brad Pitt because this is not the Angelina he signed up for. Like
I'm pretty sure that was
he hooked up with her when she was like young, carefree, sexy Angelina. Now he's got all these fucking adopted kids he's got to take care of.
He married her when she still had tits and no kids.
Yes, exactly.
We would joke about those names constantly, but we'd feel bad for the kids. Is there a better way to show how dangerous she is?
We already joke about his kids' names. He named one. I don't even know what the fuck that name was.
Yeah,
Like
it
that
was
wasn't even letters. That was hieroglyphics.
It was like a serial number or something. It was really weird.
Think about the children. Some of them don't even want to know her. They don't want anything to do with her. What a disgrace of a mother. If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Paris Hilton.
We'll throw him in jail for being a
I
skank
mean-
hoe.
I mean, Elon Musk hasn't made a sex tape yet, so
And if he did, it would probably have production value.
yeah, he's autistic enough. He'd make sure that the lighting was right, and you didn't have to do that fucking night vision green screen shit.
Yeah, we would say
I have not seen the Paris Hilton sex tape.
Ah, you ain't
I-
missing much.
No, I can't say I'm too keen on seeing it either.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's got the night vision. We would say this child of privilege has always had everything handed to her since birth. A person born into wealth will never know how it is to struggle.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we do say that about Angelina Jolie, yes, because she was born to a successful actor and grew up to be an actress.
Well, we're on Paris
mean-
Hilton now.
Oh,
Well, she's just a skank.
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, what exactly has Paris Hilton done with her money that she was born into?
She did a shitty reality show on Fox
There
with
you go.
Lionel Richie's kid.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Are we forgetting her hit movie, The Hottie and the Naughty?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, how
What?
could I?
The only movie I've seen her in was House of Wax.
Okay.
Let's see. Why can't she learn that? Why can't she learn act like a grown up instead of taking advantage of her position and not think about anyone else? What a spoiled
shut up.
brat. Instead, we repeat the stories of Musk's hard work and vision. How he's a self-made billionaire, a category we love to include men in.
Okay, did Paris Hilton ever start a business where she literally slept on the factory floor while she was building it?
She inherited her
I
money.
would
That's
assume so.
bullshit.
Because
Otherwise, this
Elon
reputation
did,
falls
so
apart.
like that's a point in his favor automatically.
Look, clearly, Paris Hilton did that. Otherwise, this comparison wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't even have the decency to film her fuck tape in a Hilton hotel.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a very good point.
Imagine how many people would rent out that room.
Yeah.
Oh.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Taylor Swift. I mean, get a bunch of praise for no particular reason.
Basically.
Have a 17-year-old tell you at the meaning of love.
I'm pretty sure she's pushing 30 now, Johnny. She's
Well,
not 17 anymore.
I mean, when she started her, I'm saying when she started her career, 90% of her songs are like, let me tell you what love is.
Funnily enough, Taylor Swift started getting political long before Elon ever did.
Look, all I'm saying is I want to know what love is, and I'm quite fine if Taylor Swift is the one who shows me.
No, because then when you break up with her for being a whiny bitch, she'll write a song about you, and a bunch of
That's
stans
okay.
will plug you to death on Twitter about it.
Personally,
Hell,
I think that
I don't have to follow her on Twitter.
I remember.
No, they'll find you.
Hell, I remember Joel McHale on The Soup making fun of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And let's be honest here. People have dogged on Elon for some of his relationship choices too. I mean, he fucked a bitch named Grimes.
That's true.
He
I read a book, what was
procreated with
Didn't he-
Grimes.
That
Didn't
should have
he,
been a red flag.
That just sounds disgusting.
Wasn't she the one that was reading the book that was upside down?
Oh, the Communist Manifesto? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I still remember one of the jokes about Taylor Swift from Joel McHale, the about how she said in an interview or whatever that, maybe she'll just be destined to end up like alone in a cabin painting or whatever. And he says the cabin will leave you too.
The only thing I remember about Talk Soup is so meaty. That was one of the introductions to
Oh,
one of the
wait.
categories.
A segment.
Della says there was a great moment where she got her head cut off on Super.
I don't know
Paris
if
Hilton's on
I've seen.
Supernatural?
I don't know if I've seen that episode.
Was that oh shit, was that the season with the not Titans, Dick Roman? Was that the season with Dick Roman, Della?
Dick Roman.
I'm blanking on their names for right now. Yeah. Oh, they did a House of Wax kind of deal because Jared Padalecki was also in that movie. That's right.
His Dick's Roman.
Let's see.
Leviathan. That's right. Leviathans.
Let's see. If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like Taylor Swift. We would say, what a slutty girl. Why can't she just stay at home? Why can't she act in a more dignified way? Why does she have to? Why does she
Why
have to
can't she
boost?
write a good fucking song?
Yeah.
Nobody cares that Taylor Swift is a slut or a whore. They're tired of hearing about her singing about it.
Yeah, I mean, people make fun of Leonardo DiCaprio for constantly changing partners. So, I mean, men get the same thing.
Also, Musk doesn't really talk about his sex life much.
No, that's
Thankfully.
everybody else doing it.
But you want to know who does talk about his sex life? Mark.
Yeah.
Look,
But
that's
how
Johnny's
is it?
best friend, so show some respect.
Yeah.
And I regret to inform you that Mark has passed away.
You're my best friend, and I love Lisa so much.
We are talking about two different Marks here.
Rex Sestero is still alive.
Yeah.
Johnny's talking about his cat.
Oh,
The meme cat with the cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, he,
R.I.P. Mark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it lung cancer?
right.
no, it was cat fights actually.
I told you he looked like he's seen some shit.
He's spreading that hair a little too far, and
Why does she have to boost her self-esteem by constantly changing partners? We would consider Musk's changing relationships a cry for help. If Elon
Aside
Musk,
from Grimes, I don't know any of his relationships, and I don't care.
yeah,
Nope.
I mean, I don't care about Taylor
And if
Swift's
Taylor would stop
relationships.
singing about hers, I wouldn't care about him either.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like Kim Kardashian. We would talk about how her cult of followers in the hundreds of millions is dangerous.
Who talks about Kim Kardashian's followers being dangerous?
I
I've
mean,
not seen that ever.
pathetic, sure, but dangerous?
She's an idiot. Why does anybody even follow that stupid skank?
Maybe they mean dangerous is in the fans of Milo Yiannopoulos.
The only thing I find dangerous about Kim Kardashian is her advocating for the release of people on death fucking row.
As long as she's willing to take them into her own home, I've got no problem with it.
I still blame her for Julius Jones, and I'm not letting that one go anytime soon.
What is she teaching these people on her social media? What kind of a message is she sending? And isn't all that
That
plastic,
flamethrowers are cool.
and isn't all that plastic surgery setting a bad example? She's ridiculous.
Yes. Her ass looks like it's a full diaper now. That is dangerous.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we treat her like we treat a Miss Universe contestant.
Elon's not that stupid.
We would say, listen to all the utopian things this little girl is saying. She wants to go to Mars, maybe throw some world peace at it too. We would laugh at her when she's not exactly articulate and shows a total lack of understanding of basic third-grade science.
I think, no, if a woman was like, I want to go to Mars, and had like companies dedicated to making that happen, that would be different from some idiot on Twitter going, hey, let's go to Mars because we're fucking up the Earth. Let's do it, man. That'd be totally different.
That's the exact same thing. If Elon Musk was a woman, we would treat her like we treat Britney Spears. We would say, this woman is not of sound... We would say, this woman is not of sound mind. Just look at the things she's doing and saying. We need to take our power of decision away from her.
Well, I mean, if Elon was a woman that was going around shaving his head and flashing his pussy, yeah, we might think that.
She's erratic. She's crazy. Think about the children. Think about all the money she's losing when she's crazy like this. Think about the people who depend on her business. She's messing up her own finances, but she's also losing other people's money. We have to save her from herself. Instead,
she's legitimately crazy.
Instead, we say he's eccentric. We pat him on the back when he loses money because he tweets out something nonsensical. It's his business. It's his right. If Elon Musk...
man, sometimes you gotta lose money to make money. He's the richest man in the world, for fuck's sake.
like Trump, he's poor.
Yeah.
Right.
If Elon Musk was a woman, we would see her for the racist, transphobic, and sexist grifter she is.
Oh, shut up.
We would
I mean,
understand.
all of those are good things in today's world, except for grifter.
I mean, yeah, Elon Musk is so racist he wouldn't participate in the South African military during apartheid.
No. He can't be racist because African Americans can't be racist, remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when's the last time a woman was called out for being sexist?
Well, I mean, if they're sexist against other women, definitely.
True.
We would
That's internalized misogyny.
Yeah.
we would understand she has a fragile ego she needs to boost with money, with the attention of her followers, with relationships. We would see he's not out to prove anyone's life but his own. But Musk isn't a woman, so he's followed by a legion of people who think he is a god, who try to copy his career, life, and morning routine, who think the
I
things
don't
he
like
says.
this article. This article hasn't made it clear whether or not he's the poster child for narcissism. So this is an
Yeah.
inferior article.
It's very ambiguous about that.
Mm-hmm.
Who think the things he says are true, who think he's actually a scientist, who think they too can
He's a
become him.
scientist.
Have the world listening to their every word. Who won't understand Musk was a child born into privilege in apartheid South Africa.
South Africa. All right.
Who could never have built the empire he's built if it wasn't for that privilege. That he wasn't poor, although that's the legend he sometimes likes to spread. They won't
Spread.
They won't understand that his talent is in finding a good business, extracting money from it, and selling it. That he's anti-union and doesn't care about his workers' rights. That he's a billionaire.
I don't care about his workers' rights either.
That he's a billionaire because he's learned to game the system for his own benefit, not the world's.
Wow.
And now they'll go on with their lives, thinking that we're headed for a demographic collapse, despite all evidence pointing to the contrary.
Well, in that case, maybe if they're taking his word as gospel, and I think demographic collapse is a real threat, maybe, just maybe, they'll go out and start fucking and making babies.
This person's dumb.
But I just like the denials that not having kids on a species-wide level is bad. Like, of course it's bad. You're going to run out of people if you don't. If you stop making them, you will run out.
Oh, we have too many people. You don't have to be a scientist to understand why he's wrong. You don't have to have a Nobel to see the numbers are trending upward, and that demographic pressure is one of the main ecological problems we face as a planet.
Yeah,
Yes.
where's that
In the birth
demographic
rate?
pressure coming from again? Like Africa and India,
Niger?
China.
But have you seen the birth rates of Western countries? They're all below 2. It's like we're losing people. We're not gaining.
His followers won't understand that the falling birth rate Musk is worried about is white and European. In the rest
That's the problem.
in the rest of the world, birth rates keep rising.
Yeah, because they haven't been.
Yeah,
infected with
the rest of the
communism.
world that isn't developed.
What's the difference?
Oh, I don't know. One has indoor plumbing, the other doesn't.
It's overrated.
They
don't.
Yeah, you say that until you get yellow fever.
They don't see how this.
Yellow fever is very inclusive because it's Asian.
They don't
Unless
see.
you're in Memphis.
They don't see how this rhetoric falls neatly into the hands of the Christian and authoritarian elites in the U.S. and across the world who are trying to make us believe civilization is in danger.
Okay, some civilizations are in danger from low birth rates.
Yeah,
Stop thinking that civilization means the whole fucking world. It doesn't. Some parts of the world, are in danger from demographic collapse. Yes. And
Just-
it just happens to be the parts of the world that make all the high-tech shit that the rest of the world uses.
That women need to make more babies and stay home to take care for them. That people
I
of
mean,
co-
should.
that people of color are dangerous to Western civilization, and we need to defend ourselves from them.
I'm sorry, when did Elon say that?
I'll say it.
You know, all the time. His followers,
Right.
his followers won't see that Musk is not a god and not that smart either. That he's just another racist, sexist, fragile man. They won't see it, even though it's clear in his words and actions. All you need to do is listen.
Okay, I've listened to him more than I've listened to you, and I don't know. I think I'll take the guy with the reusable rockets over the medium rider who can't even fucking spell South.
South Africa.
I'm pretty sure that's Sowat, Africa.
I wonder if he's from Nigger.
That's
We're being
horrible.
progressive by using that word, Susan. The
Yeah.
article told us to use it more.
If Elon had only brought his nigger family over to America.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I had for tonight, gentlemen. So take a moment to chill out my co-hosts and guests. Moonshock has his Twitch channel linked in the chat, where he plays games including Super Seducer. Well,
But not
once.
often enough.
Yeah.
I told you.
Let's see. Terry is on Johnny Hellcat streams. He's on Six is Sober streams. He's on One Gun Hammer's Minions Nights. He's on Quippers United. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. And start with Johnny Hellcat. Is there anything you want to shill?
Nothing yet.
Well, there's Thursday nights when he hosts Minions.
Oh, yeah, I suppose there's that.
You're not a good shiller, John.
No, I'm not.
All right. And Camel, anything you want to shill?
Well, you can find me on Thursday nights on Minions when Johnny is hosting. Also, I tend to jump in on some of his other streams. And this Monday, I am going to be doing a stream with Dax. We're going to go and talk about the Broken Lizards Club movies. You know, Super Troopers, Famous Slammin', Club Dread, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, we should be back next week at the same time, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys.
We must warn you there's a high risk of Jack Gunsky being there at that time. So just be warned.
Yeah. Unfortunately. All right. So we'll see you guys next week.
See you later,
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.